Kingstream Entertainment. Ruslan.
Everybody trying to live a meaningful life, but have you ever wondered if you wasted your time? They ain't know the struggle, they don't know what it's like. I'm pretty exhausted, yeah, I put in the time. It's like work, hustle, grind it till you die, but it's like race, not muscle, and everything I write. I wrote this one for my independence. Go ahead, get your happy ending. I got one shot, this ain't a gimmick. You got one life, watch how you live it. You got one take, only one take. You got one life, why would you waste it? This ain't a gimmick. You got one life, watch how you live it. You got one take, only one take. You got one life, why would you waste it?
Take in one take, moment to notice it's historical. They don't know the process, the prophet or it's an oracle. No place to lay my head cause the studio stay portable. What good's to gain the world but lose your soul, that ain't rhetorical. I don't give answers to questions that aren't asked. I do take chances, the lessons they aren't fast. Bought my wife a purse but it's never about the bag. We go into the moon, never put haters on blast. Off below my means and stay affordable. Don't need Balenciagas, the saga is what's promotable. Knit together in my mother's womb by the designer of designers. Future so bright that I can't see behind us.
It's like work, hustle, grind until you die, but it's like race, not muscle, and everything I write. I wrote this one for my independence. Go ahead, get your happy ending. I got one shot, this ain't a gimmick. You got one life, watch how you live it. You got one take, only one take. You got one life, why would you waste it? This ain't a gimmick. You got one life, watch how you live it. You got one take, only one take. You got one life, why would you waste it?
Kingstream Entertainment. Ruslan.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live for the after party stream and we're doing something special. We're opening up the Zoom calls to let you guys call in and ask your questions today in person via our Patreon $5 tier. Great way for you to partner with us. So if you want to call in the Zoom call is open right now. Zoom call is open right now. You can call in. Let me make sure I let the folks on Zoom know. Zoom call is open now. All right, so if you're here live, let me know where you're watching this from. Make sure you smash the like button one time. And we're gonna take a couple of your guys' calls here momentarily. Okay, so let me know where you guys are watching this from. We'll start out with some shout outs and then we're gonna go to our Zoom call briefly. We are going to be talking about the Elon Musk stream. So if you didn't catch that, it's probably not gonna make a ton of sense. We got Albuquerque in the house. What up, Evan? Let me know where you guys are watching this from right now. Bennington, Vermont in the house. Canada's in the house. Let me know where you guys are watching this from. Smash that like button one time. Mexico, what up, Miles? BA's in the house. Watching from North Carolina, Queens, Australia. Myrtle Beach, what up, Eddie? Alabama, what part of Alabama are you from? North Carolina, Nigeria, Paris, France, South Africa, Cape Town. Wow, we are international. Washington State or Washington, D.C. Fontana's in the house. Cali's in the house. JC, what Cali, man? What part of Cali? Cali's a massive state, my guy. Huntsville, Alabama. Chicago. KC. All right. Let me know where you're watching this from. Chicago. Another Chicago. Got two Chicagos? The DMV. Okay, again, let me know where you're watching this from. We're doing some shout outs first. New Jersey, True Blue said outer space. Holding down from San Marcos. What up, man? Back-to-back stream. Matthew, thank you for being here, Matthew Robinson. Chile, wow. Columbus, Ohio. All right. Arizona's in the house.
Nigeria. Wow, Jeremy, what up, man? I see you. Wow, man, we are international out the gate. I love it. The UK's in the house. Houston, Texas, South Carolina, Tyler, Texas, Charlotte. Wow. All right. Bronx in the house. Where Brooklyn at? All right, guys, we're gonna open up the Zoom calls right now. If you guys want to call in, you can do that. We're gonna be taking your guys's questions live on YouTube. We're live on YouTube now. So if you have a question, I should have sent this to Facebook as well. Atlanta, Georgia's in the house, Central Cali, South Africa, Pretoria, the Netherlands. All right, Alabama, Prattville, Alabama to be specific. I appreciate you. All right, guys. The Zoom call is pinned up. If you want to call in, it is pinned up. The link to it at our Patreon $5 tier. You can call in. You can ask me anything over Zoom. It's a great way for us to connect. Wilmington is in the house. And we're going to jump into some of your guys' questions here in just a second. We got our first caller in. CD, you ready, man? Can I bring you in?
Yeah, you can bring me in.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me get you situated, and I will be bringing you in momentarily. All right. All right, man, you are live. Talk to me. What is your question?
Well, I had a question on could you tell me what season I am in right now? Like, as an independent artist, and like what do I really need to focus on? Like, not distracting my time with other things. Like, what can I really just be like, okay, every day, like, I know I need to do this, like, not paying attention to anything else, just really buckle down and focusing on these things to just move forward, in a process of growing, as an independent artist. So right now, I just got I got a lot of music out. I feel like maybe I rushed it. I took time on some stuff I released here and there, but feel like right now I'm just kind of trying to go in that path of, growing a fan base, but also educate myself and learning more, on how to do more skills so far as mixing. Cause I mean, that's the goal, to make more income, different streams of revenue, from my music and, support, my family and stuff like that,
Yeah.
And, make connections. I love the CHH space. I love the community and just wanted to be able to collaborate and network with a lot of people. So that's where I'm at right now, pretty much.
So your question is to help you gather what season you're in terms of. Okay.
Yeah, season and what I could really do right now. What should I put my attention on?
Okay. Well, it's going to be difficult for me to do just over a Zoom call, right? Because there's so many different variables to what season someone should be in, right? I think you got to factor in a few things. One, is the music good, right? So I haven't heard your music. I don't know if it's good. And by good, I mean quality. Are you on beat? Are the beat's good? Are the cadences good? Is your tone good? Are the hooks catchy? Is there a phrase that pays, right? So that's one side of it, the quality side of it. The second side of that is there a demand for what type of music you're making, right? Because if the music is good, but there's no demand for it, then it becomes less of a place for it in the marketplace. So I think you got to reevaluate that side of things, right? Like YouTube is different because YouTube could be wildly diverse. There's, I think, 3 billion people, 2 to 3 billion people on YouTube that watch videos, not music, just watch videos, right? So people can carve out a space, and even 1 million subscribers sounds like a lot of people, but it's not, because there's billions of people on YouTube. Whereas Spotify only has 150 unique viewers. You know what I'm saying? Monthly users, right? There's 150 million versus 2-3 billion. That's 10x the amount of people, which is why I'm more on YouTube than on Spotify, right? So I think you also got to factor in one, is it good? I don't know if it's good. Two, is there a demand for it, right? So like, I think there's a lot of people right now that make amazing Christian boom bap, Christian lo-fi boom bap. But that niche might be small. There might not be a huge appetite for throwback 90s boom bap about Jesus, right? That's like that. And so now you're dealing with a limited market. So now you got to go to a bigger market. You got to go and build an audience somewhere else, right? So there's that side of things. Like, are you dealing with a quality product, small market, right? And so those would be the first two things I would have you go down the path. And those two things are tough because you got to be sober with yourself and your own ability level, which most people aren't, especially rappers, because everybody's been told that you're a butterfly, you're a snowflake, you're one of a kind, you deserve a 10th place trophy, right? Like the idea of self-esteem, all these different things have been so pushed so that folks can't really get a gauge of where they are quality-wise, let alone, even if it's quality, is there a place for it in the marketplace, in the Christian sphere specifically? So I would say that would be the next question, right? And then the last thing I would say, like, are you passionate to build the skills that are required to help you do all the other things around the music? And that's another thing. A lot of people can make good music and there might be a demand for it, but they don't have the drive to sit here and learn TikTok. And that's the music industry now, right? So like, if you don't care to learn TikTok and you don't care to learn how to edit your videos and you don't care to learn how to communicate your vision and you don't care all the other stuff around the music, you don't have the capacity, the skill set, the time, the season of life to learn everything else around the music, but you have good music and you have and there's a need for it, or there's a market for it. That's a bottleneck, instantly a bottleneck. So those are the three macro concepts. One, you got to figure out if it's actually good. Two, you got to figure out if there's an actual demand for it in the marketplace, or is it an oversaturated marketplace because there's 10 other guys that do exactly what you do, right? Like if you're doing wavy auto-tune rap right now, and it's Christian rap, there's 5 other guys that already do that amazingly right now in the space. There's probably not a need for another 1K Few because 1K Few has that audience on lock. We don't need another 1K Few. We don't need it, right? So that's a real thing. Like they might be good, but you might need to figure out a different audience to go to. And then, do you have the capacity to learn all the other things that come along with it? And that's what I'm noticing with a lot of artists that I'm like friends with, that they're brilliant artists. There's a need for what they're doing, but they suck at TikTok. They really can't figure out TikTok. They really can't figure out how to make short form videos that are 9 seconds or less, that highlight the best part of the song, or write a song that can have a 9-second loop that's highlighted on TikTok so that they can amass an audience, so that they can bring people to their Spotify, to their Instagram, to their YouTube, to their website. That's the last factor. And so that's a lot, man. And by the way, all those skills are very difficult to develop. They require resource, time, attention to detail, a ton of other skills on top of the skill. You got to know how to be really efficient with an iPhone. You got to learn how to do all these other things. So that is what I would be looking at, is those 3 things, right? We do Fan Love Friday music reviews. Most people now who submit music there make great music, and there's a need for it, but they struggle with TikTok. They really struggle with TikTok. They feel like it's selling out. They feel like it's, they're compromising and what have you. And that's unfortunate because, man, TikTok is what's making a lot of people very successful right now. So.
Yeah, I cringe at I had like in the beginning, like, and you have heard my music before. I feel like you said like, you're improving, because I was on Patreon before, but I had stopped and I just came back. But I did cringe at TikTok because I just feel like people don't care about music. They just want to laugh and all that stuff. They don't really care about music. But, like when I really tried the app, I started doing TikTok consistently. So like kind of like every day for, I don't know how long it's been, but I've been posting on TikTok consistently, trying to push my single out. And, people, liked it. Right now I've generated over, I think I'm at like 7,000 likes, like total over the platform, and 300 and something followers, but you know, people are engaging with my content, so I'm doing really well on TikTok.
Okay, hold on. You gotta back up, my brother. Respectfully, if you got 300 followers on TikTok, you are not doing very well on TikTok.
Well, I'm saying like, you know,
like no. So hear me clear. So if you have 300 followers on TikTok, the music's either not good, it's not needed in the marketplace, or you're terrible at TikTok. It's one of those three options. So you got to now stop and reevaluate. If you're uploading on TikTok every day and it's not working, which 300 followers is not working, right? You have to stop, evaluate, and say, what am I doing wrong, and how can I fix it and tweak it and be more deliberate, right? So it's like the 10,000 hours rule. Have you ever heard of the 10,000 hours rule?
Yeah.
Right. So it's like if you do something for 10,000 hours, then you will be an expert on it. What they leave out on that is you have to do it deliberately for 10,000 hours. If you just sit down and play piano for 10,000 hours, you're not going to be an expert at it at the end of the 10,000 hours. If you have a coach, if you have a trainer, if you're deliberate, if you're studying, if you're learning music theory, then you will be deliberate. And so TikTok is similar. You got to be deliberate. You got to look at the analytics. Here's a very easy thing for you. You have to immerse yourself in the type of content and the type of reach you want to have, right? The reason why we're successful at YouTube is because we spend a lot of time watching YouTube. Like, we immerse ourselves in YouTube culture, and folks that really watch know how many different pockets of YouTube we really are immersed in, because we're always looking, not just for inspiration, we're always looking for like the best of the best in terms of other creators. So CD, people are asking to hear your music. You want the chat to hear your music, because they're gonna tell you the truth.
Yeah.
All right, so hey, here's the deal. Whatever they dish out, you gotta be okay with. You gotta be okay with. You can't. We're not gonna do the delusional thing. We're gonna keep it a buck. All right. So I'm gonna pull something up on YouTube. Well, how do you, is your artist name just your regular name on YouTube?
My name's Sedaris Luttery. I just recently put out something. Angels.
All right. Angels. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Okay. So hold on. Let's search Angels. This is what you want us to hear?
Yeah, Angels featuring NF.
Wait. Is this your song or is this a remix?
It's like it was a beat. I found the beat, and we people are able to use the beat, and a lot of other artists use the beat. So
okay.
I thought I'd get the beat.
Got you. Okay. Wait, cool. Okay, I'm listening to it right now. I'm gonna drop it right now. I don't think you'll be able to hear it inside of Zoom. Just FYI. So I could hear it, but you may not be able to hear it in Zoom.
I just wanna vibe in the sky with the angels. Just for a moment, escape to a safe haven, cause this earth is getting dangerous of all places. At least I know I got the one Jesus I can call Savior. Salvation for our souls, cause I see we often losing them. Devil giving people what they want, that's why we choosing him. But God give us what we need, but we too blinded to see. From all the sin in our life, we feel we desperately need. No! I know I'm down here low, but I'm feeling high key. Wanting to be like others, but there's no one like me. I'm unique, tell me what can you critique? Made by the master, what can you add to this piece? To set free from the chains, I was broke in the flames. Had to undergo the pressure, diamond to my waist. Yes! Way to the gates. Nobody calls you by your name. Love you with the love intensely, promise you'll be forever changed. Night!
I just wanna vibe right now. Vibe right now.
Okay, it's solid. Music's solid. So now it's solid. So now we got to get it in front of people. So that means you got to become an expert at all things TikTok. Right? So if I'm looking at your...
Almost high, that's where I be getting a vibe. Give him the prayer, he give me the words. Re-recording off live. I got my God on my side. Kissing my wife to the right. Real life, I don't be running no game. Ain't got no chick on my side. Press gotta be magnified. Low, but my praise is gonna arise. Life gotta be willing to die. You gotta be willing to die. Yeah. Lord, I give you praise.
Okay. So that's your TikTok. So let me show you somebody that's blowing up on TikTok right now.
All right.
Okay. I don't know if I could play it on a browser. I think I got to open a different browser. So this is the homie who's super dope, super talented. And so I wouldn't say his music is like light years ahead of yours. I wouldn't say that. I think his music is really good. So let's see if I can find his most popular video. Why is this not playing? All right, so this is Caleb Gordon. You guys heard if you heard of Caleb Gordon in the chat, drop a one in the chat real quick if you heard of Caleb Gordon. So this is Caleb Gordon, Christian artist, super dope.
God is a devil up, church in up. I'm in the know who you. God is a devil up, church in up.
Okay, so listen to how short that is. So this is Caleb Gordon. He has 300,000 followers. Let's check out some of his biggest TikToks on here, and let's see the pattern, but what he's doing. So this one has 600,000 views. Okay, let's see. These are fire. I love these little clips he does.
Devil up, churching up. I'm in the know who you. God is a devil up.
Okay, so I just showed you 3 clips. Did you see all those, CD?
I didn't see him, but I've seen him before. I know
Okay.
who you talking about. I know Caleb Gordon. I've seen him.
Okay, so a couple things I instantly noticed. One, his videos are substantially shorter than yours. Okay, 2, he looks like he's having substantially more fun than you. Right? And 3, he's using different types of effects and green screen and just more interesting imagery. Right? So I think if I'm you, I'm trying to figure out and immerse myself inside of the TikTok ecosystem and learn everything you can about TikTok from the ground up until you master it. And I think if you do that, that's your most direct pathway. Is like you can rap, you have cool music, you got to figure out a way to package it in a way. Let's check out some more.
I was moving late night till like Jimmy Fallon.
Question.
Yeah.
How long has he been on TikTok? Because I haven't really been on there that long.
Probably a year or 2. I don't think he's been on there that long, but he's been on there long enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think I've only been on there for maybe 3 months or so. So I just thought maybe my progress so far has been, good.
No, 300 is not good. I'm just keeping it a buck with you. 300 is not good. 300 is bad. You good would be like if you had 5,000, I'd be like, all right, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But 300 in 3 months is nah. Like TikTok will reward quality stuff. So I think if you create really good stuff, here's one of his. Let me show you one of his best videos. I think that's one of his best videos real quick. If you guys haven't checked out Caleb Gordon, I definitely recommend you guys check him out. Here we go.
Fast, but you walking with a mask, Jim Carrey. You might crash, get gone in a flash, like you Allen Barry Allen. I was moving late night till like Jimmy Fallon. I was only trying to get the green just like a chicken salad. I was leaning Mike and Billie Jean until you gave me balance. Moving fast, but you.
So clips are shorter. He's using the effects, using the slow-mo effect. I mean, it's just interesting to watch, So I think, yeah, shorter clips. Use some of the green screen effects. Use some of the other stuff, and I would really be deliberate, right? Like you have to respect the platform, right? Like sometimes it's cool to use stuff in a counter way, but in the same way you have to really immerse yourself to learn how to make the quality of music, which you make quality music. Now you got to do the same thing for TikTok. And so when it comes to being an independent artist, I mean, that's it now, right? TikTok, Instagram Shorts, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels. That's going to be where everything's at. There's no shortcuts. You know what I'm saying? But hear me loud and clear. It's substantially easier now than it was 5 years ago, right? Than it was 7 years ago. Because 7 years ago, you had to try and get your stuff popping on SoundCloud. You know what I mean? And that's a whole separate ecosystem. Now, there is no gatekeepers, right? Like there is no, let me try and get all my friends to retweet this or share this on SoundCloud, or let me get everybody to post my cover on Instagram, or whatever. Now, if it's good, TikTok will work it up the algorithm. So that's dope. That's a good thing, but you got to be willing to immerse yourself and humble yourself and really learn that ecosystem. And that might take you like 2-3 weeks to really like immerse yourself and look at everybody who's bubbling, everybody that's blowing up. What are they doing? How are they doing it? How long are the videos, right? Like literally become like a mad scientist about it. You know what I mean? Like immerse yourself in it, because that's going to be the thing that distinguishes you from someone that builds an audience versus another guy that raps. right? Because everybody raps nowadays. That's not that unique. That's not that cool. But not everybody can build an audience. And you could have C minus, C plus music, but A minus, B plus marketing. And by marketing, I just simply mean storytelling, right? TikTok storytelling. And it could go. It could go way out of the park. Now, ideally, you want to have great music and great marketing. You know what I mean? So, CD, thank you for calling in, man. I appreciate you. I'm going to let you go, brother. I'm going to bring somebody else in here in the chat. If you're watching this live, you want to call in, you got some questions for me about anything, you can sign up through our Patreon's $5 a month, and you can call in there and ask me any questions that you want. Joseph just called in. Joseph, are you ready, my guy? Are you settled or are you walking around? I prefer you not be moving and walking and stuff because it's a bit distracting.
Yeah, I can sit on a park bench. Over here.
Okay.
Across the street, but if you just give me a second.
Yep, I'll give you a second. Guys, if you're watching this live, make sure you smash the like button one time for the algorithm. Let me know where you're watching this from. I'm probably going to be doing this for another 10, 15 minutes, taking a couple more calls before we wrap it up. A great way to partner with what we're doing here is consider scooping something up from our Bless God shop. It is some of the most high quality, sustainable apparel out there, meaning that all the stuff that I wear is 2-3 years old. These are all the same pieces that I've had for a while. This hoodie I wear every single day, wash it every single week, and they just hold up. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to buy something quality and sustainable, I recommend you check out our Bless God shop, blessgod.shop. And again, partner with us on Patreon for $5 a month. There's an exclusive new series there of me reacting to the most cringe TikTok videos. Right now, that's on Patreon right now, whole video. Shout out to my man, I Am Rescued in the house. All right, Joseph, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, let's go, man. Talk to me. What is your question, my guy?
All right, check it out. I just got my friends a pretty big spot on a very large platform for an interview. And this is the first time I've ever set up an interview of this magnitude, and I don't know what I'm doing. But I succeeded in getting them a spot on this radio program, podcast. I think we all know, but I don't want to give too much information before the time. But they asked me for a press kit. They asked me for bios. I don't know what I'm doing. So when somebody asks for a press kit or a bio, like what kind of information are they asking? Like basically the interview is about promoting for their ministry, and there's sort of like a controversial aspect of the ministry that sort of needs to be ironed out. So like, what would you suggest like that I focus on so that it kind of looks professional for them?
Yeah, so usually nowadays what people mean by press kit is just like a one page of who they are, what they do, links to all their stuff. Honestly, I would hop on Fiverr and just punch in press kit and just buy one and have to pay somebody to make one for you. It's going to be a combination of their, again, a one-page PDF, their biography, links to all their stuff, their pictures. That's pretty much it. I haven't assembled a press kit in a really long time. I think at some point you build your audience up on social and it's not as relevant, but if someone's just starting out, just a one-page document. My man, I Am Rescued, said he just made one on Canva. That's another place you can make one. But yeah, one-page document, make sure all the links work to whatever it is, their ministry, website is, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, it's fairly simple.
Yeah, so just keep it simple. Just all the stuff that they already have out there. They ask for a headshot, which, we don't have like a professional headshot, like a professional photographer, unless they want to go buy one for that money. But, do you think it's all right to just pull some picture off the website or YouTube video or something like that?
No, I would just grab an iPhone, open up portrait mode, go into portrait mode, take a good photo with some good light in portrait mode with the 2.5 lens, millimeter lens, the 2.5 zoom or whatever. And then just go in and adjust the color. Push the contrast up a hair. You know what I mean? Just adjust the color. Yeah, make it a little pop out. Just make sure that it's in decent lighting and that you're using that portrait mode at 2.5. You can get great shots. If it's a current iPhone, iPhone 12, iPhone 13, you can get amazing shots. You don't need a professional photographer for a headshot anymore.
Yeah.
So sorry to all the photographers that are in here like, what are you telling people you don't need a photographer? You don't need a photographer for a professional headshot anymore. You just don't need it. So Joseph, I think you guys are gonna be fine. It's not that complicated anymore. It's so much easier to put all these things together now.
Not a big deal.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna let you go, Joseph. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much for calling in. All right, guys. Somebody gave a thumbs down when I said you don't need a professional headshot anymore. So we got photographers in here triggered. How dare you, Ruslan, tell us we don't need photographers anymore. You don't need a professional photographer anymore. You know, that's it. All right, guys, if you guys got any specific questions for me, drop them below. I would love to hear from you guys. Or if you guys want to call in via the Patreon, the link is pinned up. You can call in right now through Zoom and talk to me directly. The lines are open. They're open right now. And it's at our $5 entry tier, which comes with access to the Zoom calls. That comes with you being able to talk to me. We do these usually once every other week, but I think we're going to start doing them more. And so, yeah, it's a great way to chop it up. All right. So I made a one page on Canva. Hello from the Netherlands. Do you like For King and Country? I can't think I've ever heard a King for Country song. Respectfully, no disrespect to them. All right, no disrespect to them. Gotta take a moment to shout out our sponsors. Hey, this video is brought to you today by our very own Bless God Shop. The name Bless God is inspired by Luke chapter 2, verse 28, where Simeon encounters a baby Jesus in the temple and proceeds to, quote, bless God. The apparel is intended as a daily reminder to live our life in a way that brings honor and blessing to God. Check out the link to the shop in the description or in the pinned comment below and pick up some of the most sustainable and high quality apparel out there. All right, guys, we are back. If you guys got questions, drop them now before we wrap up. I'm gonna wrap up in about 4 minutes. If you want to call in, get another call in real quick, you can do that. And we can chop it up here in just a second. And yeah, question. Have your sales increased since the sponsor clips? They have. Yes, they have. They have. I think we don't promote our stuff enough, I feel like. So I think like when folks know that we have like quality stuff and they can go read the reviews, it tends to work out best. What is the best microphone for startup home studio artists? The Neumann TLM 103, I think is a great microphone. TLM 103, about $600 used if you can find one used. I've owned several of them and kept them and sold them and given them away. This is a music-related question, but a question I need an answer to. I'm hoping that you'll answer. Can you fast for hours instead of days? Sure. Yeah, I don't see why not. I mean, sometimes people fast from all kinds of things, so you can. I think the fast should be a sacrifice, right? So yes, you can. Please make the video on different end views. Is there a specific viewpoint you ascribe to? I like the post-millennial view. I don't know enough about all of them. And I actually watched debates. I watched a great Michael Brown debate about post-millennialism. Who's a friend of mine. I consider Dr. Michael Brown a friend of mine. He's pre-millennial debating a post-millennial. I thought it was great. So I like watching those debates. I mean, I think you can cut it anyway with some of that stuff, you know? Question, I have not heard God's voice in a while. I prayed and prayed. I love him and know he loves me. Help, I am unease here. I have a video on that. And I'm going to drop that link for you. Let me find it real quick. I can't get into all of it. Let me get it here. Okay, I'm going to drop the link for you here. This is a video from about a year ago, and I really want you to watch it, okay? If you can watch it for me, I think you will actually really appreciate it. Why can't I see your handle come up? Elk Meech. Here. Boom. There it is, about hearing God's voice. All right. Do you have financial course? Do you have a financial course, biblical principles? I don't. You think that's something we should make, a financial course? I mean, I usually just recommend Dave Ramsey's First 3 Baby Steps. Who else? Wayne Classic. Wayne Classic. I just dropped the record Friday, my guy. Should I play the new song for you guys again? Is I could play the record if you guys want. It's on Spotify. I just dropped the record Friday. Is TikTok vital for success of aspiring? Absolutely. The fact that you're even asking me the question, JC, honestly is heartbreaking. Like, it breaks my heart. If you're trying to be anything in 2022, especially a rapper, you absolutely need to be on TikTok. There's just no way around it. No stinking way around it. Okay? So yes, absolutely, JC. Any experience with support raising? I'm talking about joining campus ministry. I had a friend that was really high up in the Navigators organization, and yeah, so there was that. We've done an Indiegogo once, but not really. But I think a lot of it is just, just relationship network, meeting people, understanding the value and how they can support it. You know what I mean? What can Christians learn from Kevin Samuels' passing? I did a video on Kevin Samuels, Nathan. Did you see it? I think there's a lot we can learn. Yeah, I think there's a lot we're going. Did you watch the Alan Parr? I have not watched any Alan Parr videos this week. Nathan, the time is short, so don't waste time on shenanigans. I will need that reminder every now and again. Question. Okay, wait, we already asked that. How do you feel about Elon Musk removable Donald Trump? How do you feel about Elon Musk removal? I thought Elon Musk said Donald Trump could come back. I currently work on a classical music score channel. Any advice on how to glorify God with that? Oh, that's hard. I don't know enough about classical music. Yikes. I do not know about what's up, Mimi? Okay, I'll wrap it up soon. Yeah, I don't know enough about classical music. That's a great question. I'd have to look at your channel, only by grace. I don't know. You can call in. Fridays we do channel reviews. You can call in and do that. Sorry, I can't give you more like just from a comment like that. Dean, what up, man? Shout out to Dean. I watch his channel. Have you gotten much real life pushback on sharing your church staff stories? I've been thinking about sharing mine, but I know I have folks watching every day. No, Dean, it's all been positive. Folks from the church, I'm still at the same church, all positive. Folks at my church watch it. My pastor watches it. I don't know if he watches those, but my pastor watches my channel regularly. So no, not at all. Not at all. Nothing negative. Nothing negative, especially in real life. Some naysayers in the comment section. But yeah. How you doing? How vulnerable should Christian YouTubers be online? Vulnerable but not intimate. I've been vulnerable but not intimate. And the distinction is vulnerable is being transparent about your story. Intimate is like sharing everything that's happening in your life in real time, right? Don't share everything in your life that's happening in real time. I think that is a bad, messy idea. That's a bad, messy idea. So like if you got into an argument with your wife or your mom or whatever, don't share that kind of stuff. Share stuff that's from your story, and then like real life lessons that are current. Sometimes God will just deposit stuff that's just for you in the season you're in. And I think social media positions people to overshare. I mean, there's this whole, and I hate to be this guy, but there's this whole trend on Twitter of like people crying, not on Twitter, on TikTok, people crying on TikTok. People like, and it's, and it's like, fam, no, like, don't do that. Don't do that. Keep some things private. How do you post your music with beats? Like I mostly see people's first songs with beat, and I always wonder how did they get that, and did they get a professional? If they did, how? Wow, I make my beats. Make beats? I don't know. Make beats. BeatStars. Like lease some beats, right? How important is it for you reading and praying daily, not missing one day? Listen. It's like any other relationship. It's important, but if like I miss hanging out with my wife at night, not as big of a deal. You know what I'm saying? If I miss hanging out with my wife for a week, more of a big deal. If it's a month, really big deal. If it's a year, serious problems, serious consequences, right? So that's what I would say. It's like that. It's just like every other relationship. You got to nurture relationships. I'm a pastor that is interested in getting involved with the Christian YouTube space. What are some good places to start with this? Robert, great question. So immerse yourself in other pastors who are doing what you want to be doing and just watch their content. Try to pay attention why it's working. Try to pay attention. Is it just quality because they're doing a good job? Or is it anchoring, meaning they've been here early? Like Mike Winger has been here for 5 years, 6 years. He was earlier to the platform. If Mike Winger was to start in 2022, would he have to do something different? Those are the types of questions I would be asking yourself. And then I like the idea of leaning into live streaming when you're getting started. It's going to allow you to get comfortable on camera. It's going to allow you to just engage and understand the tone of what's happening. Those sorts of things, right? So I think that would be what I would do, is the live streaming side and watch other pastors who are doing that. Take your Master Live course. Is it putting the cart before the horse if I purchase camera and setup before gaining an audience? Not necessarily, Brittany. If you have a budget and you're willing to invest in a business, by all means. Like if you got, I work, say you work and you make whatever, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90 grand a year at your job, and you want to start your YouTube as a side business, praise God. By all means, there's like a helicopter outside. I don't know what's going on. By all means, invest some money into it. Sometimes they'll make it more real for you, right? If you don't have it, then don't do it. Especially don't go into debt for it. Please don't go into debt. If you have cash, you have, five grand, and don't deplete your whole savings, right? So if you got 20 grand in savings and you're like, I want to throw 5 grand, get a better camera, get a setup, get a, what is this? Not a green screen. What am I looking at? I'm looking into a daggone teleprompter. Those help a lot. And Brittany, by all means, do it. Just don't do it irresponsibly, right? Don't do it irresponsibly. I started with just, I think, 1 camera, and then I added 2 cameras, and just built it slowly. As I got more money, I reinvested back in. How do you balance married life and friends? My friends got married and I've never seen them again. You know what? You'll notice as you get busier, you spend less time with friends, and that's okay because we're all busy. You know what I mean? I think that's a-okay. I wouldn't sweat that. People's life change, and I think that's fine. I think that's a-okay. So I wouldn't worry about that. I would worry about your community. If you don't have all the friends you want from the, back in the day, private helicopter has not arrived. So yeah, sometimes you're not gonna get to spend time with the friends you want to spend time with. That's okay. It really is, right? Married life with friends. I see my friends at church. I play basketball with my friends. That's about it. I don't get to, I don't do like a men's hangout every week. Like, we don't do that because we're busy. Everybody's busy, Do you know what apps we can use to put the words I'm saying on YouTube Shorts? You could, if you have Adobe, that's the easiest way now. There's Adobe, and then there's another one that I can't remember. But if you just search like captions, if you go to YouTube and search captions for Final Cut, it'll show you a website that you can use that costs like 20, 30 bucks a month. You can do it manually. There's quite a few ways. How do you balance godly ambition and gratitude in your Christian life? I think it starts with gratitude, and the gratitude is what, God willing, should drive the ambition. So foundational gratitude, then the ambition, if that makes sense. All right, guys, I gotta go because it's like literally a helicopter flying around, and my wife came in and said she needed some help with something. So I'm gonna go right now, guys. Go to Extra Mile, partner with us on Patreon. It really does help a ton. $5 a month. There's a new video, exclusive video on Patreon right now, and you can check it out right now. All right. Joshua Banks, Ruslan just got done watching an Elon video, eschatology. I'll probably leave a longer response on that video. But are you familiar with apokastasias? It's primarily an Orthodox. No, but I want to look it up. Let me check it out. Hold on. I was trying to find out. I didn't have enough time, but I was trying to find out what more Orthodox churches view about eschatology. And so, which churches view this? Can you do real quick? Reputation, restoration, spiritual doctrine, a final restoration of all things of God. This is which because that sounds a lot like, this sounds like similar to universalism, which I don't rock with. But Catholic churches? No, Catholic churches don't hold to this, do they? The restoration of all things. Yeah, I see that. But what is the difference between that and universalism? Because I think universalism is pretty bad. But this is a Catholic belief? I've never heard of it. I got to ask my Catholic friends about it. Josh, can you send me some more information on it? DM me on Instagram. If you guys ever were trying to get a hold of me, I try to check DMs. I check Instagram off the phone, which, by the way, very helpful. So it's just on a work iPad, so I do check those DMs. But Joshua, if you want to send me some more information on Instagram, I'd love to learn more about that. All right, guys, I got to go. You checked out Locals? It's on. I have checked out Locals. We probably wouldn't use Locals. We probably use our own direct platform at some point. If we get off of Patreon, we just go direct and just have like our own membership. So we've thought about it, and we're thinking about it. All right, guys, I got to go. Love you guys. Appreciate y'all. I'll see you guys later, all right? Peace.
King's Dream Entertainment. Ruslan.